Hello everyone. This is Coach Jay with MC Acquisition Group. First of all, we want to thank everyone for joining the call tonight. This is a pre-recorded call here, but at the end, I will give you guys my number and a way to book a 15-minute one-on-one consultation with me, so we can kind of go over everything. Maybe you have questions or comments or whatever it is. I want to be able to make sure that you guys get all your questions answered. So go get you a pen and a piece of paper. So I would love for you guys to write this stuff down. So that way, if you have a question, you write it down. I can make sure, once we get together tonight or tomorrow or whenever you guys decide to give me a call, we can go over every single thing. Also, if you have any questions, please go to the comment section and post your comments on there. Post your first name, last name, and email address along with your contact information, your phone number, and we're going to send out some free contracts for you. A purchase sale agreement, assignment contract, and a JV agreement. So if you guys don't have that, if you stay to the very end, you will definitely get that. All right. So, and also post your comments and stuff on there as well. All right. So let's get started. Real estate wholesaler. So what is wholesaling? Wholesaling is the fastest way to do a deal and start making money in real estate. So basically, it's someone who purchases a product or locks up someone or something at a certain price and then sell to another buyer. So the objective of this thing is to bring a great value or a great deal of property, immediately turn around and sell it. So you put something on the contract, turn around and sell it to anybody who's willing to pay you what you want for the property and a little bit extra money to put on top for your benefit as well. So it also occurs when a party, a wholesaler, contracts with the home seller, markets the home to a potential buyer, then assign the contract to one of them. Right? So that's basically what a wholesaler is. So the wholesaler makes a profit, which is the difference between the contracted price and the seller and the amount paid by the buyer. Involves selling houses as is to another buyer. That's basically what wholesaling is. Right? So if you look at any place you go to, if you go to any restaurant, I can say any place that you can buy a product from. You go to any local, Walmart or Target or whatever the case is, all they are is one big wholesaler company, right? Because basically what they do, they go and find the greatest deal and pay a wholesale price for it, put a few bucks on top of it, and turn around and sell it to us at a retail price. So none of them really make those products at Walmart. They just basically mark them up. As long as they get them at a great discount, they can turn around and put a few bucks on top of it, and then turn around and sell it to us on the back end. Now, if everybody's getting a great deal, nobody really even cares how much Walmart actually paid for it. As long as you're getting a good deal, you don't really care. Same thing with an end buyer. If you're able to get that person the property at a huge discount, he don't care how much you make off the deal. As long as he gets that really good deal, he's coming in this property with equity already in the property. So how do you find these deals? I'm glad you guys asked. There's quite a few ways to find real estate deals, right? So first one is MLS. So the MLS is the multiple listing service that realtors look at when they get ready to sell a property or they have a buyer who's willing to buy something. So probably 90% of real estate deals are bought and sold from the MLS, especially retail people, right? The only way you can get on there if you have access to the MLS is going through a realtor or a broker. Direct marketing. So let's say you're out driving for dollars, or you look for good properties, or you run across a property that's for sale, and maybe you don't know the owner's name or phone number or anything like that. You can use direct marketing, do some mail, send out some mail, send out letters, yellow letters, all that good stuff. Hopefully that person get back with you in a timely manner, see if that person's interested in selling it. Craigslist. Right now, I've noticed on Craigslist, there's a lot of realtors on Craigslist. They're claiming that they're the owners and trying to get you to, go through a realtor in order to get you a property or sell a property or whatever the case is. So, but there are some buyers or people who own some property that still post their stuff on Craigslist, but it's not as much as it used to be. So I mean, I would definitely get on them, get on that site and kind of pick through it to see what you can find. A lot of times you got wholesalers on there as well, so maybe you may be interested in doing they may be interested in doing a joint venture or a JV deal on their property. All right, so of course, TV, if you got enough money to post, great, looking for, great properties and whatever the case is, you definitely can go through TV, although it costs some money. Probates, not everybody is willing to talk to someone who has passed about their property that they may be or may not even be willing to sell, right? So that, you got to be strategic. You got to be tactful when you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with probate properties. Websites, there's tons of websites out there that you guys can link onto to find great deals out there. Google Word ads, great deal, great situation, man. So don't really cost you a lot of money to do that, if any, right? But you also, you can use that in order to get deals coming your way. Networking is really, really key. You want to network. I always say if the people that you know don't know you're in real estate, you're not really in real estate, right? So you need to talk to everybody that you know, then go to some of these networking events, whether it's through Zoom or whatever it is, meet these people who are, killing it out there. Just let them know exactly what you do, because you never know where your next deal is coming from. Billboards, if you have a little money and you want to post, I buy houses or I like ugly houses, send me your property. I'll take it from you, whatever you want to put it on there, make sure it's catchy, and you definitely get deals coming through. Pre-foreclosure list. If you look at your county tax assessor's office website, there's properties on there that's going to be foreclosed on every single month. Now, if you're in Texas, they come out, I think it's the third Thursday of the month or something like that, where every month they have these house auctions. And also, when it comes to Texas as well, they show you 30 days out of the properties that are about to be sold. So they give you a 30-day notice, not 30 days, I'm sorry, 90-day notice of properties about to be foreclosed on. So which gives you enough time to go by and take a look at the houses, do all your due diligence, put in the offer, and hopefully get that deal. Instead of waiting to the auction time, you can go directly to that person who owns the property and see if you can get it before it actually gets to the auction, right? So it's a couple of ways to get that done. So here's the wholesale process, guys. So of course you want to source for deals, drive for dollars, or whatever you decide to do, buy you some leads or whatever the case is. Contact the property owner. When you talk to them, you want to have your conversation going. So let them know you're interested in buying and the things that you can do, and how you can close and all that good stuff. And if you agree on the price, of course, now you want to contract that as soon as possible. If a person tell you, hey, man, we can sign it tomorrow, you want to try to get it signed that day if possible, because people change their mind on deals, right? Somebody may come the next day and offer them $10 more than what you're willing to offer them, and there your deal go because you didn't get the contract signed. List of buyers. So now you want to reach out. Once you get on the contract, you want to reach out to your buyers list. If you're working with us, let us know. We'll send you out a buyers list in that particular area pretty quick. We can get that out to you within a couple of hours, if not that. So, but yes, if you have a list of buyers, absolutely, you want to reach out to them now because you got something under contract. Don't do it before, guys, because we're not realtors. So you cannot be sending properties out there trying to get it sold if you don't even have it under contract. So we're not actually selling the property, we're selling the contract or our position on the property. So be careful with that. Also, you want to reach out to some real estate agents and other wholesalers because both of these people have buyers, guys. So, a lot of time when I'm doing deals in an area where I don't have solid buyers in those areas, I'll reach out to an agent and say, hey, listen, I see you in this area. I see that you've been closing deals for X amount of years. I have a great deal for you. Do you have buyers that's willing to buy properties all cash, closed very quickly, and it's a great deal? Absolutely. He's going to say yes. They're gonna say yes because why? When that deal closes, they get paid. So absolutely gonna get it done. And if any person's been in real estate any length of time and they don't have buyers, they're not really in real estate, guys. That's the easy part. The buyers is the easy part. Same thing with wholesalers. When I'm doing something in an area where I don't have a buyer, I reach out to a wholesaler through Craigslist or other different ways that we reach out to these wholesalers and say the same thing. Listen, I'm interested in doing a joint venture with you on this particular deal. Here's the property. This is what I want for it. It is a great deal. You got buyers in this area. Absolutely. Can they close within 7 to 10 days? Absolutely. Okay, let's get this thing done. So now, once you do that, now you want to do a contract with them as well. So this is the part where it comes out with a JV agreement, joint venture. So this person agrees to stand in your place or become a partner with you on this deal, and his job is to bring a buyer. So I have the property on the contract. I'm partnering with this wholesaler on this particular deal. We have a contract. Now his job is to bring a buyer. I reach out to the title company, let them know to begin to run title work on the deal, do all the background they could possibly do to make sure this title work is clear, while my wholesaler or my real estate agent is bringing me a buyer. So a couple of days pass by, the title company calls me, say, hey, I'm ready to go. Where's your buyer? By that time, that wholesaler or that real estate agent should have me a buyer and we should be ready to go. Then guess what, guys? We all get paid. That's the process of wholesaling. That's the whole process in a nutshell. Take a picture of this, guys. Write this down, take a picture of this. So closing of a deal usually takes 7 to 10 days. I mean, I've had a deal where I only closed in a couple of days, but it's because the title work was ready to go. For some reason, the buyer fell back or whatever the case is. Maybe they couldn't close. I already had my buyer lined up. Just basically swapped out the buyers, put my buyer in place. We closed the deal, right? The average price of a wholesale deal is anywhere from 5 to 10K. Now, it could be a lot more, but it can be a lot less too. It's up to your negotiation and what kind of deal that you have, right? So I did a deal where I only made $250 on the deal, but I've done a deal where I made a whole lot more too. So it's all about your negotiation. A lot of times, things come up in a deal. I'd rather get 50% of something than 100% of nothing. Not every deal that you run across is going to be a $10,000 deal, right? So, and in order to get to that place right there, guys, it takes some effort to get it done. Don't let nobody trick you into believing that this is so easy that anybody can do it. Just put the minimum effort in it. You really got to go in to try to get these deals done. But it's worth it, and it's something you can do. Okay, the ABCs of wholesaling, free training with Coach J, guys. So I want everybody to make sure you have your pen and paper because there's some information in here that if you're looking to do some fix and flip, is going to be key to what you're trying to get done. All right. So get your phone, get ready to take some pictures of it. So there'll be some information in here I think will be very valuable for you guys. All right. So listen, when I first got into this business, I didn't know anything about software, things of that nature. And it cost me some money by not knowing these different things. But what I'm going to do here is give you guys some basic information that you can benefit from. So whether you decide to work with us or not, you still will be able to, you'll gain something from sitting down with us for this length of time. Right. So most wholesalers or coaches or mentors not going to show you some of the stuff I'm about to show you now. But I'm not most people. Right. So let me just give you guys some game. Get your pen and piece of paper ready or get your camera ready. Get ready to take some pictures and understand. I'm going to show you guys some different things that you can learn in order to further your business. Right. So again, when I first got in this business, I didn't know anything about software. So I'm going to give you a great one. REI Pro is a really good one that you should get. So if you're new to wholesaling, if you're new to subject tools, if you're new to real estate in general, this is a great tool to use. It has tons of videos in it. You can pull comps from it. You can do different things on here, put together some different offers for it, or whatever the case is. And understand, guys, I don't work for this company. I'm not sponsored by this company. I'm not affiliated marketing with this company at all. I'm telling you some of the things that I actually use myself. So REI Pro, if you're just starting out, I would say get this one before you get any other software out there. There's a lot of great information into these into this software that you can use in order to benefit yourself. Right? So another one is PropStream. PropStream is a great one as well. It don't have a lot of the stuff that REI Pro actually have, REI Pro actually have. But if you're looking to get leads and different types of leads and whatever, because you get it from REI Pro as well, but you also can get it from PropStream. So I would say if you are able to afford it, get both. But if you're only able to afford one, get REI Pro. Now go on YouTube and pull up what the difference is between REI Pro. There's a lot of people on there talking about it in PropStream. What's the pros and cons, and then you look at your bank account and see which one you can afford. But I would advise you at least get one, and that's REI Pro. Great information. If I had this when I first got started, man, I'd be probably way further ahead. So I'm just being honest with you guys, man. So take a picture of this, write this down so you guys can have it. All right, let's go. Now, if you don't have any funds, you're just starting out like I was in this business. I didn't have any disposable income I can actually use. So what you have to use now is the sites that are actually free. All right, so REI Pro, not REI Pro, Redfin and Zillow and Craigslist is some of the things I actually use. Total View is another one. Find Comps Now is another one that you can use. But this is what you use in order to pull comps on property, not Craigslist, but actually Redfin and Zillow. You want to get you 3 to 4 that you're using in order to pull comps. We're going to show you what that looks like and how you can benefit from that a little later on. Now, listen, you can get all this information that all these gurus give you. You can spend $10,000 to $15,000, $20,000 on a course. If you do not master the phone, you will not close the deal. I can't really express that enough. You have to master the phone. You have to master techniques on how to close deals, what questions to ask, what not to ask, all these different things. So what's important is phone scripts, listening to sellers, studying some YouTube videos on what to say to sellers, right? The information is out there. Go on YouTube, pull these different things up. So that way when you get on the phone with a seller, and you know exactly what to say and what not to say. Guys, let me tell you, the phone, when you first start out in this business, or in any business, you got to make cold calls or whatever the case is, that phone can seem like it weighs 10,000 pounds. But in order to be successful in this business, you got to get on the phones and you have to master the phones. If not, the information that you're taking in now is really void. There's nothing you really can do with it if you can't get on the phone and actually sell. All right. All right. So find real estate deals with little to no money out of pocket. So, people ask me, is it possible to do that? I'm like, absolutely. I did it. So here's a few ways to actually do that. To get your phone ringing without spending any money at all. Take a look at this, guys. Take a picture. We'll go over a couple of them so I can help you understand what I'm talking about. Take your phone, take a picture, guys, or write it down so you guys can get this information that we're about to go over. All right, so let me go over about 3 or 4 of these real quick. So at the very top, it's about wholesaling co-ventures or JV deal, right? If you go on Facebook right now and pull up wholesalers in whatever market, you can actually do this for your dining room table. You put up wholesalers in whatever market that you decide to market in. And you'll see people post properties that, look, I have a property, I need to find a buyer. Those people may be willing to do what they call a joint venture on the deal. JV agreement and JV this deal, right? Meaning that they have the property, you have the buyer, you guys can come together and actually do the deal together. And split the assignment fee 50-50. Here be your boots on the ground, you just bring your buyer to the table, and you guys both can win and eat. Just that simple. So you don't have to go and look for no property. He will bring that property to you. That's a quick way to actually get a deal done. Now, you can actually do that from your dining room table in all 50 markets from Maine to Texas, from Houston to Arkansas. You can sit at the dining room table and actually do that, or you can do it on your phone. You add yourself to these different groups and just wait till people post them up there and actually find those deals, bring a buyer to them, and make this thing happen. It's just that simple, guys. All right, so another one is expired listings. Expired listing is when a realtor have a property that he or she cannot sell. They only have a certain period of time to close that deal. So if they don't do it within that period of time, that lead becomes void, and they have to let it go. So it's an expired listing. I don't care how great of a broker or realtor you are, all of them have expired listings. So what I do, you can pull up in your area, top real estate agents in your area, give them a call. You have their phone number right there, the email address, the office number, all that good stuff, right? And then still, so 9 times out of 10, they're gonna pick your phone call up. And it goes like this. Hey, I see you on Google. I pull you up on Google. I see that you're a high octane realtor. And I wanted to know, what do you do with your expired listings? Well, nothing I could do with them. They're expired. So, I tell you what, send them over to me. And if I'm able to close one of these deals, I'll send you anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000, whatever you decide to give them for that deal. And they have nothing to lose. So they send it over to you. And if you're able to close those deals and you send that person $1,000 or $2,000, they love you now, right? Because what was once dead, you have brought it back to life and actually put money in their pocket. Guess what? Everybody they know in the office is gonna start sending you leads, and that's how your name spreads out there, because you done brought something back to life for them. That's a big deal. So you can actually do that from your dining room table. It don't cost you any money to do that. It costs you a little time. You can actually get that done. All right. As you can see, there's tons of ways to do these different things. So if you scroll down into driving for dollars, everybody know what driving for dollars is, right? You just get in your car on your way to work. Get there, leave about 15, 20 minutes early and drive around a particular neighborhood. See if you can find houses that has a lot of the grass maybe tall, or let's say the blinds are tore up. Let's say they got too much mail in the mailbox, and write that information down, the address down, look them up, send them a postcard or cold call them or whatever, or skip trace them and cold call them, see if they're interested in selling it. Or, like we did a couple of weeks ago, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, not about a week ago, where we did driving for dollars on Zoom, where we all got together on a Zoom call. We driving for dollars in different markets, and we're talking about this real estate that we're seeing, jumping out, talking to people, and we found probably about maybe 10 properties that we had to skip trace. Pretty good deals too. They cost us a dime. This costs a little time and a little bit of gas money. So, you can definitely do that. Another one we're going to look at is in the second row at the very top, divorce attorneys, right? Now, let's say when a husband and a wife gets together and they buy a property, 9 times out of 10, they're going to buy it as a joint property, where neither one of them can afford to live in this property on their own. So if something happens, let's say the husband goes out, he does something crazy, and they get a divorce or whatever the case is. The first thing the wife will do, she will contact her attorney and say, hey, I want out, I'm gone, and she cannot afford to live there. So what he's going to do is say, hey, I got a realtor that I can plug you in with. Now, if that realtor is not a high octane realtor, she's going to put him or her is going to put it on the MLS, and it may sit there for a month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, year, 2 years, depends, right? And what that's doing is actually destroying that person's credit, because those monthly payments are not getting paid, right? So what we do is we put together a letter, and we reach out to all these divorce attorneys, and because you do this in all 50 states, and say, listen, send us over those people who really need to sell their property fast. We can close within 7 to 10 days. And I'll give you $1,000 to $2,000 referral fee once the deal actually closes. And it's in the email. You can give them a call, or you can just send them an email and do that, right? So imagine if you do that all 50 markets, you'll get people start calling you in those type of situations. Pretty easy, guys. So imagine if you did all of these, how much would your phone be ringing? Out to us, we can if you want our assistant to kind of do some of these things for you, just let us know. There's a small fee attached to it. We can help. We definitely got to make sure they're taken care of, and we can do some of this stuff for you, or we can show you how to do it. It's up to you on how you want to get it done. Also, if you're part of our team, of course, you get quite a few leads. If you need leads for a particular area, we can help you with that. That is actually free, right? So I just went over a couple of them for you. You can kind of go on YouTube and look at a few of them other ones as well. But also commercial, you can do the same thing with commercial. We help you with that. We show you exactly what to do, how to talk to a broker on a commercial deal. So if you're looking to get into wholesaling commercial deals or multifamily, you definitely need to be with us. All right. So go ahead and take a picture of this, guys, real quick, and we'll go to the next one. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you guys have your phone so you can take a picture, or your pen or pencil, piece of paper. We're about to go into some math here, guys. How to calculate your ARV. So you want to look up the most relevant comps, similar features in bedrooms and bath and garage. Use recently sold comps. Comps that are sold yesterday are better than comps that are sold 6 months ago. So what happened normally when you get ready to do a realtor send you some property, they're going to send you a comp that was a year ago, that sold a year ago, in order to bring that property value up, or something that's sold recently that was really high, but maybe not be in that neighborhood. You want all your comps that you get less than a half a mile away. Because as you guys know, if you go sometime in some neighborhoods, across the street is a whole different market. So you don't want to get a property where you don't have any comps, because no comps is considered bad comps, right? So choose comps choose comps close to in proximity. Use comps that are in the same neighborhood. The closer, closer the better. Start within 3 to 5 streets, near streets away. Here's 5 tips to master ARV. So 5 to 6 relevant comps. Be objective. Do not be biased, guys. No comps are the same as bad comps. So if you run across a property, you pull a property up and don't have no comps in the area that's sold in the past 6 to 12 months, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it at all. It's going to be hard to unload that. Exclude distressed comps as well. Do not speculate and project higher ARV based on future appreciation. Very important. You don't want to get yourself in a situation to where you cannot unload this property. So you want to think about it. I mean, I know you're not spending your money on this property, but you got to think as an investor, right? So as if the money is yours. How would you buy this property at this price point if the money was actually yours, and why? Right? So if you get a property that you put on a contract, it's in a rural area, it has no comps, you haven't seen the property before, so you don't know what kind of work needs to be done to it, how you gonna put a value? And if you had the money, would you buy a property like that sight unseen? So why would you expect the end buyer to do the same thing? We have to paint a picture for that end buyer. We have to make sure everything is around it that needs to be around it. And when we send them out this lead, we say, look, here's the comps to verify what I'm telling you. Here's the pictures, or here's the video to verify what I'm saying to you. This is the price we want for this property. Here's the here's the ARV, and this is we're gonna make up the deal. This is how happy you will be once we close this deal. We have to paint a picture for them, guys. Take a picture of this. So the 4-step process of calculating ARV. So use websites to find relevant comps. So again, you can do Redfin, Zillow, and there's a couple of them out there as well. A trick that you can do is go to Google and pull up that address, put it into Google. If you scroll down towards the middle or towards the end, you'll see different websites and what they think is worth. You can use those as well. So you don't have to type up Redfin individually or Zillow individually. You can just see it all right there. Once you put it up, you'll see all of them right there. Or you can use REI Pro if you have that software. Convert relative comps to price per square foot. Sold price divided by total square foot, price per square foot, right? That's what you get, price per square foot. Take a picture of this, guy. Especially for you guys who are doing fix and flip, this is very valuable. Calculate the average price per square foot of your comps. So total price of comps divided by total square foot, divided numbers of comp, average price per square foot. So they've got about one of the properties is 100,000, another one is 110,000, another one's 120,000. What you want to do is put them together and divide them by 3. And that's the number. So if you did 10 of them, add them together and divide them by 10. All right. So calculate your ARV, average price per square foot, multiplied by square foot of subject property. Take a picture of this, guys. If you guys are looking to do fix and flip, you need to know this information. Very important. Leave it up here for 5 seconds. We're going to move on. All right, guys. How to calculate repairs. All right, so this is very simple. I know a lot of you guys just starting out, you don't really understand how much stuff costs. If you look at a property, you're like, man, I got a video, I got a picture of some properties. How do I determine what the repairs would be on a property when it needs a total rehab? All right, so it's very simple. Now, if you're in California, New York, these numbers won't really work. But if you're anywhere else in mid-America, these numbers are pretty much on point, right? It won't be 100% accurate, but it gets you in that ballpark figure where you need to be, right? So let's say the type of house, right? So let's say you have a property that's under 1,500 square foot. So if you look at this, the second row or the first row here on the side of the houses, so you have under 15 square foot, and it needs basic repairs. The average price is about 10K. Right? So another one is 1,500 square foot, and it needs lower to mid, as far as repairs is concerned. Average price is about 25K. The third one is 1,500 square foot or under, and it needs total rehab. The average price is about 50,000 square foot. Right? Now, so I'm gonna see if I can trick you guys real quick. So if you're part of our class, this would be something to actually quiz you guys on. You need to know this, right? So, so let's say you have a property that needs around mid repairs on this property. It's 3,500 to 5,000 square foot. How much roughly would the repairs would be on this property? I'm gonna give you guys 2 seconds to tell me the answer to that. You're right, 55K. That's roughly what it'd be. Same thing with a 2,500 square foot property, 3,500 square foot, but it need a total rehab. How much would that be? If you said 90K, you're right. So guys, this is basic information. It won't be 100%, but this is what you can use in order to put your offers in, right? So write this down, man. Take a picture of this. This will prove to be valuable for you. So when I'm going to see a property, I don't know what every single thing is worth, how much a total kitchen will be for repairs. I don't really care about all that, to be honest with you, right? I'm going to this property and say roughly, need a mid rehab on this property. It's about X amount of square foot. Roughly it's about, $10,000, $20,000 square foot. So now I can put together an offer in my head based on the work that I did before I got to this property. Roughly what the ARV is, I can roughly tell them right then and there how much I can actually offer them on the spot. I can whip out my contract, have them sign it right then and there, because I understand in this business, The contract has to be signed immediately if you can get it signed immediately. It's always somebody will pay $1 more, right? So get it signed immediately so that way there's no issues. Take a picture real quick and we'll move on. All right, guys. The 70% rule. I don't know if you guys heard of that before, but it's called the 70% rule. Let me show you how this works. So investors want to make at least 30% on their investment. So we call the 70% rule. So the repair value, wholesale fee, the max allowable offer. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Did I jump ahead? So let's do this, right? So let's say you have a property, the ARV is $100,000. So I'm using an even number. So off top, the max you can offer this person is 70% of 100,000. What is that, guys? You're right, 70% or $70,000 minus the repair cost. So let's say the repairs is $10,000. What's the max I can offer these people? 60,000, right? So now minus how much you want to make on this deal. Let's say you want to make $10,000 off this deal. So now what's the max you want to offer these people now? $50,000, right? That's how this thing works. That's the 70% rule. Now, why would a person sell you a property that's worth $100,000 and sell it to you for $50,000? It's because they're in a situation. They really need to sell, not just looking to sell to see what they can get for it, but they really need to sell. And it needs a lot of repairs need to be done to it. So they can't go on the market and sell it to a regular person who really want to buy it. You want to get it done. They want to get it sold quickly so they can move on with their lives. That's what you're looking for. People that really needs to sell, they're in a situation, right? So it's a numbers game. The more people you're in front of, the better chance you have of actually getting the deal done. All right, contracts, guys. Here's 3 that you definitely need in this business: purchase and sell agreement, joint venture agreement, assignment agreement. Write that down. If you stay on to the very end, we will send you these contracts. Again, we need your name, your number, your email address. You can post it into the group chat right now. And tonight or first thing in the morning, check your email. It will be in your email box. All right, guys. So title company and closing attorneys. It's very important that you have a title company that knows what they're doing, a closing attorney that knows what they're doing. I had a title company destroy one of my deals one time, and you don't want that problem at all. So imagine you about to make you 10 grand on a deal, and you pretty much in your mind got that 10 grand already spent, and all of a sudden something that was beyond your control or something that you weren't able to attack or to straighten out up front, it actually blowed up on you on the back end. So what I do in this situation, I'm the person, if you work with us, I'm the person that reached out to these title companies to make sure that they know exactly what they're doing. Now, if you want to do it yourself, we show you how to get that done, how you can, what's the question that you need to ask, all this good stuff. But I like to give them a call. I want to make sure. So when I call a title company, I want to say, hey, do you work with wholesalers? Do you guys close joint double closing? Do you guys do that type of stuff? I want them to say, yeah, we had a guy in here earlier today, and we do those all the time. Now, hey, you know what? Let me check. Let me talk to such. No, click, hang the phone up, and go to the next one. Now, if you're in a situation and you don't have a title company in that area, one of the things that you can do, you can go on Craigslist and punch up that zip code, pull up real estate, and punch up that zip code. It's going to be probably a wholesaler in that area, and you just give them a call directly. Hey, man. Hey, I got a property in that area that you work in, man. What title company do you use? And then you go from there. Sometimes they'll tell you, sometimes they won't. But do that enough, somebody, hey, it don't hurt me to tell you what title company that I'm using, right? But one thing you don't want to do is have to put any money up front, because anybody will do that. Now, some title companies that you reach out to, especially in Michigan for some reason, they want you to pay for them running the title work. We don't do that over here. Our end buyer take care of that, or they get paid at closing. Very important. Very important. All right. So here's a few of the questions that we asked the title company. Are you a wholesaler for a title company? I think that's worded wrong. Yeah, that's worded wrong. Are you a wholesaler for a title company? Well, do you do wholesale deals, right? We change that out. Do you work with investors? Do you do double closing, right? Do you need pay for the closing costs up front or at closing? Very important. Very important. We do not put any money up, guys, to close these deals. So if you're coming out of your pocket, it's something that you're doing wrong. All right. Okay, everyone. We'll go ahead and jump into this last one here. So this MCA back office umbrella, fulfilling your real estate investing needs. So we're going to show you a couple of different things that we can do in order to help you in your business. I know when starting in business, wholesaling, there's a lot of different things that people do not tell you, people do not help you with, right? A lot of pitfalls and things of that nature. So we're going to show you how we can actually help you along your business to speed up the learning curve, to get different trainings and things of that nature, right? Be able to reach out to a mentor that can help you through a lot of these things. The back offices help you with a lot of stuff that you really don't have time to do, especially if you have a family or a full-time job, or sometimes people have two jobs. So let us show you exactly what we can do in order to speed up your learning process and ultimately get this thing done to where you can close you some deals. All right. So let's jump right into this thing. So not just residential, but also commercial. All right, so guys, we do commercial. So if you ever want to learn how to do wholesaling commercial deals, we help with that. Of course, residential. You guys probably know us from the residential side. Storage facilities as well, and trailer parks, and land, all that good stuff. So if you ever want to do, you want to wholesale these type of things, or eventually get to this market, to this different level here, we can actually help you with that. All right, so let's jump right into this thing. So here's a few things that we can provide for you. Team training, right? So imagine you got someone to help you through these deals to get you to the point to where you can start building a team, right? So not only we help you as individuals, but we also can help your whole team. So let's say if you hired a couple of assistants, and you need help to learn how to make cold calls, and you need help to learn how to pull comps, or whatever it takes to bring them on board, to bring them along. We will actually sit down on a monthly basis to go over with your team, with you present, of course, and to show them exactly what they need to do in order to make you become successful, right? So when you're a lot of people that come on, they don't know kind of what to tell their students they want to do. They people that they hire on, what to do or whatever the case is. We can help you along that process, right? Because when I first got into business and I hired an assistant, I didn't even know what to tell the assistant to do. It was a couple of things that I had her doing, or whatever the case is, but she quickly knocked that out. So I found myself trying to find stuff to keep her busy, what I'm saying, in this business, right? And didn't really know what I was doing. So you don't want to get yourself in that situation. Why not allow us to train your team to help you get to that next level and show you what you should be doing, how you can be working, with your business, not in your business, right? So you need to get that training as well. So all this is part of this MCA back office, guys. We can pull comps for you. So let's say you out driving for dollars, or you do a lot of these different marketing things that we just got finished talking about, and now you got people reaching out to you about their property. So instead of taking this time out your day, you working two two jobs, or maybe you working third shift and you're tired, you got kids the whole nine, you can send that directly to us. We can pull those comps for you and get that back to you in a timely manner. So that way you don't have to take time out your day. You just basically say, okay, they send you the information, you quickly forward it over to us, we take care of it and send it back to you, you send it back to your seller. It's just that easy. So let's say you out drive for dollars, you run across 30 properties, right? You need comps pulled on it, you need offers pulled, done, or whatever the case is. You send it to us, we take care of that for you. That alone, when I first got in this business, would have saved me tons of time, guys. you don't really understand. I've had people send me 20, 30 properties in a day, and I'm spending a whole day on my off day when I'm working full-time job, just putting out comps and doing all these different things. You don't want to have to go through that if you can avoid it, right? Pulling comps for these properties, right? We submit offers as well. So we do this thing called a multiple offer strategy, where we put together at least two to three different offers on each property, whether it be a subject owner finance, a lease option, cash offer. We put together multiple offers on the property, right? And then we send it directly to you. You in turn send it to your seller. So we never come in contact with your seller. Everything goes through you. And the reason why that's beneficial is this. If you just get into this business, chances are you don't know different strategies to use in order to close a deal, right? I do, right? So let's say we put together different offers. So let's say I use this analogy, right? You go fishing, you put your line in the water, chances are you may catch a fish. But if you put 3 lines in the water, you have a 300% chance of catching a fish, right? So this is how these people are closing multiple deals per month. It's by putting in multiple offers per deal. So let's say you had a person who has a property that he's looking to sell for 100,000, but he owes 110. As a wholesaler, there's nothing you can do with that deal. Working with us, we show you how you still can do that deal and make money by you can do a lease option on this property, right? On the finance of this particular deal. As long as that person is willing to take terms on that deal, we can show you how to make money doing that particular strategy. So all those deals, if you've been in any length of time, you haven't closed the deals, think about all those deals where they was maybe $10,000 to $15,000 out of your price range. As a wholesaler, you can now go back and get those deals or those particular deals, send to us, so we can put together those offers on that for you, and then send them out to them and see which one works, right? Why take a swing on one, right? One offer when you can take 3 swings, and hopefully within that 3rd swing, you knock it out of the park. Very beneficial, guys. We do contracts as well. So let's say one of those offers your seller say, hey man, I'm interested in this particular offer. Of course, we can we get on the phone with them. If you want me to help you negotiate it, I'll do it as many times as you want me to. Shoot me a text, hey Jay, are you available between this time and this time? I'll block out that time to get on the call with you and your seller as many times as you want me to, and I help you sell. I will sell that person for you, basically what I'm trying to say, right? But you have to be on the phone because I want to teach you what I'm doing, not do it for you. I want to teach you what I'm doing so that one day you can do it on your own, right? So we talking about contracts. So we put together contracts for you. So we teach you how to do it, but if you don't want to be the person to actually do that, we can actually take care of that for you, right? And so that way we send it through DocuSign, to where your seller don't have to print out anything. You don't have to print out anything. It goes directly to you guys. And once you get it, they can sign right there on their cell phone or on the computer, or whatever the case is, or their laptop, or whatever the case is, right? And send it right back to us. Now we off and running. The DocuSign is actually free with us. So there's no fee for that or anything like that. So if you got DocuSign, you paying so much every single month, you no longer need that. You can actually scrap that and let us pay for it, right? So it saves you a few bucks there. You also have access to hard money lenders too. So if you're doing fix and flip, you want to eventually get into fix and flip, why not get in there with our name on your back? So now you get the best deal, the best interest rate. People, they treat you a little bit better because you're working with us as a group, right? So you go to a hard money lender, and it's your first shot or whatever the case is. They don't know who you is. Of course, they're gonna try to railroad you sometime, right? But if you come in there with a stamp on your back, he's working with that group, and they know how we work. They're gonna treat you a little bit more better. Let's just be honest, right? So you want to come in with with a name behind you. So you need access to residential cash buyers. We have a ton of them. We can show you how to get your own, right? So you tell us, hey, I got a property on such and such street in this zip code. Send me 100 cash buyers in that area. We send it out to you. So if cash buyers was an issue for you, you no longer have that issue anymore. Same thing with commercial buyers. You need commercial buyers. You let us know the zip code. Send those out to you as well. You no longer have an issue with buyers. The buyers is the easy part, guys. All right, so we changing this one right here. This was a real estate and wine book club that we used to do. We're actually changing that. We're doing now a 30 minutes, no, actually an hour, 5 a.m. conversation about business, right? Motivating and stuff like that, 5 a.m., right? So part of that, definitely shoot us your information. We'll add you to that as well. And we're going to be doing something again monthly, a book club as well. We're going to call it something different. It's not going to be real estate, and it's going to be a business book club because we got into that arena now. We talk about business a lot. So we want to make sure you guys understand that this is real estate is a business. It's not a hobby, guys. You have to treat it like a business. Run your business. Don't let your business run you. We also, provide you, help you run your business, your social media accounts as well. So, your presence out there in the social media world, it speaks volume. Speaks volume. You need somebody to manage that for you. We have someone on our team that can actually do that for you. We get in contact with her directly, and she'll take care of that for you. All right. Also, we set up your campaign, your text campaign. So let's say what we're doing now, we're not too much doing a lot of the cold calling anymore. We're doing like ringless voicemail drops or text campaign. So we can actually reach out to quite a few people within seconds using text. So we'll set that up, show you all the scripts that we use when it comes to text blaster campaign. So that way you can maximize that. If you want to do phone scripts, you definitely can. So we give you phone scripts as well that you can use in order to maximize that as well. So cold calling tips and tricks and negotiation techniques. Very important, guys. You have to be able to make cold calls, master the phone, and use some negotiation techniques. So you have to learn how to do that, guys. If you're in this business, if you're not doing that, man, you can potentially leave a lot of money on the table. Guerrilla marketing campaign. So we show you how to do some different things where you can market yourself aggressively without spending money. Right? Some different tricks and stuff that we actually do. You get our phone to ring it. We do this thing called a 30 days to close your first deal. So we show you step by step on what to do, how to do it, and get you to your first deal. Another thing that we do as well is we make sure you're equipped. A lot of people that come into this business, it may be their first time doing anything like this. We don't leave you out there in the cold. So we do like an hour one-on-one consultation with me personally, where you tell me exactly what you're trying to do, and I tailor what we do to fit what you're trying to get done. So if you want to get into the fix and flip, you say, okay, Jay, within the next 6 to 12 months, this is what I want to do. So I say, okay, here's the steps you need to do in order to get to that point. And we walk you through step by step on how to get there. So build your team strategy. Important, guys. We help you to build your team. Right? We train your team. We walk your team through. So we teach you so that way you'll be able to teach your team as well. We don't leave your team out. I know a lot of people just only, the person who gets on board, they only focus on them people. But listen, in business, you need a team in order to be successful. right? In business, you need a team to be successful. You can start out yourself because everybody don't have that kind of money, but when you put that effort in and you see that over time, it can kind of wear you down, right? Wear you down, or whatever the case is. So eventually, you're gonna want some people to work for you. So why not allow us to train these people for you? So that way you get the most out of your money, all right? And our thing is to make sure you take care of your employees, man. It's very important. Here's that 30-minute free consultation, but we do an hour now. It's a little outdated, so we do it a whole hour now. So let's say you run across a property after doing your marketing and whatever the case is. So this is what you need to fill out before you send it over to us. It's basic information. So when you get the seller on the phone, you just say, what's your address, which is city, state, what's your asking price? Whatever price that person gives you, your next question is, hey, is that the least you'll take for it? I'm paying you all cash, but I can close quickly. And when they give you that price again, you say, listen, man, I said, I'm paying you all cash. I need a discount on this property, man. We're going to close this deal quickly. And then whatever number it gives you, you write that number down. Now, it's very important that you write that number down. Why? It's because when we do our numbers, and if we're able to offer more, we don't want to give that money back to the actual seller. We rather you get that money. So when you send these things in, and make sure it has the asking price in it. Very important. Very important. Then you fill it out to the bottom. Make sure you put your name, your phone number, your email address at the back, at the bottom. Now, when you get this, it comes in PDF and it comes in Word. So you don't have to print it off. You can actually fill it out on your phone, send an email real quick. Once my assistant gets it, she shoots you an email back. Hey, just let you know I did this, receive it, give me an hour. I'll send your offers back to you, or I send your offers, or it comes back to you, or it'll be tomorrow. But she'll let you know exactly when to be expecting, right? So I get the same email, so I do see it come across. So, but yes, definitely fill out as much as possible. Same thing with commercial. You want to fill this out as much as possible. So one of the key things when it comes to commercial is right here in 4, how many bedrooms it is, right? So if it's one, like say you're dealing with 30 units, right? We need to know how many are 1 bedroom, how many are 2 bedroom, how many are 3 bedroom, how many are 4. Because in commercial, to put an offer in on a commercial deal is totally different from the residential deal. It's all based on the income times a multiple. So it's a little bit different. So it's the difference between a checkerboard and chess, right? So it's important that you fill these things out to max you possibly can. And if you forget some other stuff, turn it over and write on the back, or send another email with the other stuff that you forgot to that you wanted to add to it. So that when we get it, we see everything we need to see. So guys, listen to me. It's very important that you get a team, right? They say team starts with us, MCA. We're your team. We're your go-to people. When you have a question, you need a training on something, you need to reach out to me to ask me a question. You need me to help you negotiate a deal. We're your team first. Things off of us. Tell me exactly what you need in order to get things done, right? Right. So how much do you think something like that would be worth?
So for a person to be able to take care of your back office, right? To weekly trainings, to doing help you with the negotiations, to do all the contracts, to put together offers as well, to be your mentor, somebody you can call 2 or 3 times a day to help walk you through this whole business from residential to commercial. You name it. Also send you leads when you need leads. And who has a lot of knowledge when it comes to this commercial. So just to be next to that person, to hear some of the stuff that we have to say, to help you along, to have our assistant to become your assistant, to help you with cold calling or text blasting, set up all this good stuff. What would you say something like this was actually worth? Now, if what I would like for you to do tonight, I would like for you to go online and pull up wholesaling houses prices, like their prices they have out there. what are they charging? And if you find something that's less than $10,000, you won. Right? So we know where near that, man. I'm not trying to hype this thing up like that. All I know is that we make results, right? So this is basically what we're asking for this particular program, and it comes with all that stuff in the front end that we talked about too, for the other 2 PowerPoint presentations as well. So this is what it is. It's $4.99 down, $99 month to month. Period. That's it. Let's make this thing happen, guys. Listen, you need this information. You need this service for your business to get you to that next level. So again, you don't have to pay for this, but it is a service that's definitely out there. We can get you signed up today, get you that one-on-one this Monday, and let us show you some different techniques that we use in order to close multiple deals, and hopefully get you to that next level.
All that good stuff.
All right.
No, thank you guys, man, for taking the time to listen to what we have to say. So again, to get you started right now, text 972-836-9814. That's 972-836-9814. And to say, Jay, I'm able to pay right now today this amount. Let us get these contracts out to you. Let's send this invoice out to you, get you signed up tonight, and you're ready to go. So guys, there's no more excuses. The money's not even a big issue now, right? It's not $10, $15, $30,000. Let's get it done today. So after this presentation, if you don't sign up today, you probably would never sign up with a wholesaler company, because there's no greater deal out there for you. Today is the day. All right. This is Jay Wicker, MCA. We appreciate you guys tuning in to us. Have a great rest of your evening.